Good morning. Thanks for stopping by for the Farm and Ranch News. Well, I had a great time traveling across southwest Montana last week. Heard a lot of optimism from ranchers as the weather's allowed them to keep cattle out on summer grazing longer and weaning weights are coming in strong. Now, while I was in Dillon, I can tell you that the top issue that was concerning ranchers was the proposal by the Fish and Wildlife Service to create a 5.8 million acre conservation area. After pushback from the local community, the comment period was extended 30 days to November 27th. On the Voices of Montana talk show, Montana Attorney General Austin Knudsen said the lack of transparency in the proposal is concerning, and he chalked it up as an effort to restrict mining in southwest Montana.
This clearly is the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service colluding with radical environmental groups to try to lock up hundreds of thousands of acres of western Montana from recreation, from development, from any kind of human activity for the sake of preservation. They're probably violating numerous federal laws here. If they're doing this in the dark of night, I'm probably going to have to sue them.
Well, the U.S. District Court in North Dakota has lifted a stay on the Waters of the U.S. lawsuit. The 24 states that challenged the WOTUS rule, that includes Montana, are expected to file an amended complaint against the EPA. The stay was lifted as EPA removed the significant nexus term from the WOTUS definition following the Supreme Court ruling. The states will have until mid-November to file an amended complaint. Well, thanks for joining us this morning. We'll be back to check in on the markets.
We asked Montana farmer Walt Sales about the challenges of mental health in agriculture.
Another drought. There always is. There's always going to be another something. I grew up in a generation of you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps. But it's become evident is what do you do if you can't even find those bootstraps? If you need to talk to somebody, go to beyondtheweather.com for free counseling for Montana ag producers.
Welcome back to the Ag News. Well, USDA Undersecretary for Marketing and Regulatory Programs Jenny Moffitt was in Belgrade last week touring an organic dairy, celebrating the first year of a program to help growers who are wanting to transition to organic production. Montana is the number 3 state in the nation in terms of certified organic acres at 320,000, and we asked Moffitt about the effort to increase organic transition and how organic and conventional farming coexist going forward.
I think what's really important is that farmers have opportunities to produce the food in the way that they want to produce. What we've been very focused on at USDA is identifying opportunities and programs to support farmers and ranchers so they can add new value and new income streams to their farms and ranch.
Well, a lower finish to the week for the cattle futures, but cash-fed cattle picking up about $2 with live sales $183 to $186, dress deals $290 to $294. Strong demand and sharply higher prices for light calves at Billings Live. The 3-weight steers topping out at $405. 4-weights anywhere from $305 up to $380 on the lighter end. 5 to 5.5 weight steers $282 to $296. At the Newell sheep yards, lamb sold steady to lower, 70 to 90 pounders, 201 to 208, 90 to 110 pound lambs, 180 to 199. And mostly lower prices in the grain market following Thursday's gains that resulted from USDA estimating lower than expected corn production and stocks. And while the department did increase domestic wheat supplies, they lowered estimates for world supplies. Well, that's going to do it for this morning's report. Thanks for joining us and have a great week.